And we're keeping an eye on this police following throughout the Inland Empire. We'll bring you any new developments as they happen. In fact, we've learned that it's just come to an end, perhaps. Now, this driver has done this before, pulled over and stopped, once in a gas station, once in a parking lot. This has been going on all afternoon. It started very early in the afternoon on the 5 when the CHP tried to pull this guy over for simply speeding, but he refused to pull over.
Yeah, as you say, 4 hours ago, you can imagine the freeways. He's traversed the 210 for sure. Well, 134, the 210. Now he is out of the vehicle, walking away slowly, and expect any moment now, I'm sure, to see police just run up and grab this person. The CHP had pulled back for a while, and he was being followed overhead by the CHP chopper. Some have questioned whether this person actually knew he was being pursued, but I don't know. This is a very strange scene here as the person is walking slowly away. Normally, as we had mentioned, you would see the police just run over and tackle this person or get them to surrender.
Well, they had dropped back, but they did have a helicopter over there keeping an eye on them.
And well, now he has stopped in the middle of the crosswalk there, Paul, and I don't know if this person has a camera or is he lighting a cigarette. Well,
could be. This
will be very interesting, to say the least, to see how this plays out.
It looks like a bathrobe that he has on, but nonetheless, they did keep a helicopter overhead following him. They moved the units way back because we believe that they did have a good ID on who he was based upon getting a look at him and also the license plate on his vehicle.
Now, I just saw a black and white pass by below the screen there off to the side. You can barely see a police vehicle that drove by there, but this person is continuing to slowly walk away from getting out of the vehicle. And as you mentioned, this gentleman stopped at a gas station and was going to get gas, fuel up the car, and just got back in the vehicle and
got off the freeway at one point and sat in a parking lot. And when no one came in to place him under arrest, just sort of backed out of the parking lot and pulled back onto the freeway. Desiree Horton's up above this right now in Sky 2. Desiree, we can certainly say it's a very unusual situation.
Copy that, Travis. That's right. This is, in all my years of flying pursuits, quite the most unusual pursuit I've seen. The suspect just pulled over. It's almost as if, you know, he knew the police were going to come in on him again. We were talking to the air unit overhead, and they said that they were going to go in pursuit and bring ground units back into position. But before they could even make that happen, he pulled off the freeway. He was northbound on the 57, and you could see we actually have a live truck there, our news van, following alongside him. We have more news vans down there than we do police at this time right now. But he exited West Covina Boulevard off the 57 North, just got out of his vehicle, and he's actually appears to be smoking some type of substance, and just walking leisurely in a bathrobe along West Covina Boulevard, approaching Terrace Drive here. And it appears that he's being kind of interviewed or at least filmed by all of the news media. And we're going to actually try and get into a different position here because we're okay, there we go. He's
do you see any police vehicles? I thought I saw a black and white vehicle drive by. Are there any police vehicles in the area?
At this time, we're not seeing any police vehicles. We have 2 highway patrol units overhead. We actually have a highway patrol helicopter as well as a fixed wing, and they're just surveying him right now and trying to, I guess, determine which agency they're going to bring in. They were going to bring in highway patrol as long as they were on the freeway, but now that they're in the city here of Pomona, I can only assume that they're trying to coordinate with Pomona Police Department to bring them in to make the arrest. But for now, they don't see him running, and everyone has eyes on him. So I don't think they have a fear of losing him at this point. So they're just tracking him to see where he goes.
You know, at this point, all they'd have to do is follow the photographers. I do know the CHP had been alerting communities all along the route, so one can only assume. Here comes a black and white right now. So
yeah. Okay, yeah, we have a police car right now. So, and that does appear to be highway patrol. And there we go. Now he's running from cops. Wow, that's just amazing. You know, he was walking so casually for a while, and police have actually backed off, and he is continuing to run now. It looks like officers have backed off. They're not chasing him. Okay, now I do see a shadow, so it appears.
Well, he's out of a shoe or something. Or did his shoes come off, Desiree? It's difficult to see from this angle, but it appeared to be. Oh, seems to be slowing down apparently, but again, as you said, very unusual here. And it does look like he's wearing a robe of some kind and still has a cigarette or something in his mouth. It almost seems like he's limping.
The question is, where are the officers at this point?
Well, they're behind him.
You can see they're
way
kind of
behind him.
Yeah, they're slowly making their way behind him. So it's quite interesting. As soon as they get in a little closer, he speeds up. And they're tasering him right now, and they've got him down.
They just used a stun gun.
Okay. That's correct. It looks like they used the taser on him, and now they've got him into custody.
Yeah, this is a pretty sad sight here, because it almost appears that there is something very troubled about this individual. Obviously, if the police have been following him for 4 hours, and to see this unfold the way it did, with him just walking casually out of the vehicle,
okay, Travis,
then running away, and now being tasered to be taken into custody. So,
well, and in just moments here, we can probably shed some more light on his state of mind, because we did have photographers on the ground right there walking along with him.
Yeah.
I assume they were asking him questions. I assume he was probably responding. So,
and here's the thing too, I believe throughout this entire ordeal, the 4 hours, maybe the highest speed he was going was 75, 80 miles an hour on the freeway,
like 90
which is really,
a couple of times, yeah.
you know, but not really a high rate of speed. So,
all right, he's in custody. We do have people on the ground, as you can see. We'll have the latest on this for you when we come back.